Hi guys, in this tutorial we'll see how to work with checkbox in Angular. So for that, in app module.ts file we need to add checkbox related module, and also we'll see about toggle button. So we need to add toggle button related module in our module.ts file. So here this is the checkbox module already I have added, and this is toggle related module. So these two we need to import here in the import section, and then we can make use of the related component. So we can go in HTML file and we can start creating that. So I'll create a section. In this section I'll use mat checkbox, and in this mat checkbox whatever I used for the radio button CTs, so similarly I'll use here also. So it will create those many checkboxes, that many value we have in this list, in this array. So it will make use of this, and we need to assign each checkbox value to this checkbox component. So for that we'll use property selector. Here in the value we will assign this city, each city, and the label for this checkbox will be the city. So if you save this and then we go to the browser, so here we'll see the list of checkboxes displayed here. This we can select as many as we want. So now the next target is to handle this check or uncheck event here. So for that, what we'll do, we'll use the change event as we have handled here in this. So checkbox will always emit true or false for the corresponding checkboxes, and we'll see while debugging. So we can use the same event and we can modify the method name, that is for checkbox, and we'll use the same create method for the same. Here in component it will receive event, and in this event we'll log this event and we'll see what are the data is coming with that. So we'll log this event. So we'll see, save this, and we'll see what are the values are coming with this. So at the inspect we'll create one inspect, and here we'll see what are the event values coming with along with that. So here we put debugger here, and then we check any of these buttons. So here we can see in event what are the data is there. So checked is true. It is saying that the button on which we have clicked, so that is checked event, and it is saying checked is true. And in source what are the data is available. So here that particular element id is there, and we scroll down a little bit. Just a minute. We scroll down it quite below, and here we can see the value. So I have selected Hyderabad. This is the value for this, and the event is true. So we can use the value of this checkbox and the event true and false also. So we'll use this value, and for this to make a good sense for this, so what I'll create one variable, that would be selected cities. This will be of array type. So whatever is being selected, so I'll keep on pushing the values here in this, and then I can display those value as a string. So this will be as selected cities string. This should be a string type. So now from the event, as we have seen, it is coming one property. So I'll check whether it is checked or unchecked. So for example, here we can see it is checked is true. If I'll uncheck this checkbox, then again we'll get with the checked false. So we can use this boolean property here. So this is inside event dot checked. If it is checked, it means we need to push that value in this array. So for that I'll use push method dot push. And what is the value where it is available? So as we have seen, it is available in event dot source in source dot value. So it is available at this point, so we can push this value into this. And second scenario, if button is unchecked, in this case we will remove this value from the list. So for that, what we can do, we need to find out the index of the selected value, at which index it is available, and then we can remove that particular index. So for that will create one variable, that is index, and this would be the dot index of, and we need to pass the same value. With this value we can check what is the index. So from here we'll get the index, at which index this the unchecked value is available. Then we find the index, then we can use one method, that is splice method. The splice method will remove the element at a particular index from the list, from the array. So for that I'll use splice. The first argument is saying that which index you want to remove, which index you want to start any operation. So I want to remove, and how many element I want to remove? One element. It means the indexed element I want to remove. This is done now. Now what I'll do to give the feeling that element is adding or not, so I'll convert this into string. So this is the string, and I'll print this string on browser so that we can see that what is happening with that. And this is the list array. In this array we'll convert this to string. String as a method which will convert the current object into string, and this string will print at the browser here. So here in this section I'll copy the similar text for checkbox, and here I'll print this string, so that here we can see what are the checkbox we have selected, what are the checkbox we have unselected. So Control K as will save all, and here we'll see. So let me scroll down at bottom and remove the debugger, and here first I'm selecting Goa. So here Goa is added to the array. I'm selecting Hyderabad also. Hyderabad is also got added. I'm selecting Delhi. Delhi got added. I want to remove Hyderabad. Hyderabad removed. Goa removed. So in this way we can do several operations as we want, as per our business need. So this way we can work with checkboxes. And along with that we also imported material, this toggle button. So this toggle button also will use in similar manner. So let's see how we'll do that. So in HTML section we'll create one more section. In this section we'll create the tag of mat slide. It would be slide toggle. In this toggle we'll give the name, any name which we want, that let's say for example I'll say as a toggle at this point of time. Here I'll give one break so that it would display quite better manner, and then I'll save it. So after saving this, see here toggle is came. So toggle is saying that if anything you want to enable, disable, it is used for that purpose. So if it is active, it means things are enabled, inactive, disable, like this. So how to handle this property from here. So what we can do here is, whatever the value of this, if you want to directly retrieve what is the value, then we can use as a two-way binding. And in two-way binding we can directly get the selected value. For example, if you have list of user and you want to check how many user are active, how many user are inactive, you can make use of this. For this you can use model, and here you can specify a property as is active, and this is active property I'll define here in this section as a boolean property, because it is expecting boolean. So this would be as a boolean. So by default it would be as a false. So it would be false means this toggle button will be in this state, inactive state. So let me save this and let's take a look. So after loading the page, it will be in inactive state. If I'll change this value to true, you can assign the property like this also. If I'll make it as a true and I'll save it, then it will be active. So directly we can bind any property with this in this manner here. And also if you want to handle any event based on the activation or inactivation or toggle switching, so in that case also we can use the similar behavior here also, and we can handle the event. So here I don't want to do much thing, just I want to alert something. So instead of checkbox I'll say that toggle, handle toggle event. I'll copy this in component, and here I can create as a method and it will accept as event, and here I'll alert the event, and it will see what is the value of this event is coming. Okay, control K as saved all. So whenever I switch to, it will give object. Let's see what are the object data available with this. So this is the event. What are the information we can use this? So if you switch to here, then in event these are the information we have. It also has checked information. So we can use this checked value and we can display it. So earlier I'm using this is active. So if I don't want to use this, so we can remove from here and directly we can handle the event. We can remove here, and here in alert box we can say is active. Based on this value checked, so based on this value we can do any operation we want based on the sliding toggle here and there. It's control K S, and then let me remove this. So now if I'll switch, it will give as a true. If I will slide left, it will give as a false. So we can handle in this manner. So I'll repeat once again. So these are the mat checkbox. In this we can assign the property value to the individual checkbox, and if you want to handle an event we can use the change event, and correspondingly we can define one method that will be there in our component file. And based on this change event, if anything is changing for this checkbox, then this event will be fire and this method will be called, and based on the method whatever activity we want to perform we can perform here. So this much guys, thanks for watching, have a good day.